There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
I'm not gonna lie. Dwayne Haskins' character has rubbed me the wrong way since he entered the draft. Now, don't get me wrong. The Washington football team can't develop a quarterback even if you paid their head coach $200 million over the span of 20 years. And even when the Washington football team finally gets a solid quarterback, he always seems to get injured, like no matter what. It's like the spirit of George Washington just prevents it. I mean, the only bright spot to this football team is their defense. And when one Ohio State player is making Washington football team fans very upset, at least you guys still got two other Ohio State players in Terry McLaurin and Chase Young that can set the foundation for this team in the future. Now, let's get back to Dwayne Haskins. Now, this former Ohio State star has shown so many red flags even before he got drafted, and I am going to take you through all of the red flags that I saw, and you tell me what you think. Why would you promote yourself going to the Giants? Like, who cares if it's close to your hometown? I mean, before the draft, Dwayne Haskins on Twitter would Photoshop himself in a Giants jersey before he even got drafted. Like, that's going to make the New York Giants draft you. You have not proven anything to the NFL at that point. And even if Dwayne Haskins was joking, it still seemed like he was trying to subliminally persuade the New York Giants to draft him. To me, that just seemed unprofessional. Like, I remember when Kyler Murray said that he didn't care what team drafted him. You know, Dwayne Haskins, it just seemed like he was trying to promote himself.
We're here, as you said, with Dwayne, and just wrapped up your pro day, your throwing session.
Yes, sir.
How'd it go?
It went pretty good. I'll give it an A as far as performance-wise, but missed like 2 throws, and it still kills me right now, but it's all good.
You see, it's nothing wrong with having confidence within yourself, but here it just seems like Dwayne Haskins is still trying so hard to basically sell himself. Doesn't he realize that when these analysts ask you to rate yourself, they're trying to psychologically test your character? And to me, Dwayne Haskins fails this test because he still comes off as arrogant, and analysts and scouts look at that. Plus, a player, to me, in my opinion, shouldn't really give themselves A+ publicly because, one, coaches see the mistakes that a player does not see. Now, look at what Chris Sims has to say about Dwayne Haskins' red flags. Now, mind you, this is before the draft.
Let me clarify with this right off the bat. Dwayne Haskins, from everything I've seen on film, is a top 10, a top 15 pick. I don't have any reservations about that.
What do you think the concern that's creeping up is?
I think it's everything post-bowl game, really, to me. And you've heard me say this. I did not like the look of him at the combine from all facets. Not only the way his body looked, but didn't think he dropped back in just some of the drills correctly, like he hadn't worked on it much. Then you cramp after 140 and don't run a good time at the 40 position. Heck, and then there's a guy like Quinnen Williams who runs a much faster time than that at 303 pounds at defensive tackle. People are going to be concerned.
Now remember, Chris Sims is the same guy that said that he felt that Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback in his class. I like Chris Sims because I feel that sometimes he gives an unpopular opinion to challenge the beliefs of the viewer. And I feel that he was spot on when it came to talking about Dwayne Haskins' mechanics. And he was basically saying that he don't feel that Dwayne Haskins was working on all of his mechanics despite him being a first-round talent. Oh, you finally get drafted, but your beloved New York Giants did not draft you. So you say this.
Dwayne, congratulations on being selected by the Redskins. I know you waited longer than you would have liked, but what does this moment feel like compared to your expectations?
To be honest, I'm more motivated now than ever. There's a bigger chip on my shoulder. lead done messed up, and I'm just blessed by God, blessed by my family. I'm right down the street.
39-yard gain. Pump fake, and now looking down the field to Richardson, who goes up to try and get it, and winning that battle. That one hit Davis right in the chest. And it's Janoris Jenkins.
Once again, actions speak louder than words. Oh, so you win your first game, and wait a minute. The game is not even finished yet, and you're already taking selfies? Now, this is what a team player is not supposed to look like. You win your first NFL game, and you make it about you. So basically, the Redskins had to put the backup quarterback in to go into victory formation. Dwayne Haskins makes Cam Newton look just as humble as Teddy Bridgewater. People always say, oh, Cam Newton, he's arrogant. No, Cam Newton was a team player. He just did things that the media and people didn't always like.